Fala, meus manos, bora continuar essa bagaça.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our
Esses eu não
showcase,
conhecia,
none
vou
of
ser bem
this
sincero.
would be possible. Because without Atha and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Atha and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Atha and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and uncle Atha after the 2020 Hell
Caralho,
in
Sika
a
é pai
Cell
do Reigns,
event.
então.
You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then, a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Atha, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys. And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match.
Puta merda, não é tables match ainda.
Savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these 4 men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
Nice. Dudley Boys.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Afonseca. And then some.
Cara, o efeito de iluminação desse jogo vai se fuder. Muito bom.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Okay, by Captain Lou Albano, and a combined weight of 645 pounds. Afonseca, the Wild.
Loucura, loucura. Vamos. Chegar ao bet. Que não tenha objetivo de tempo, né? Vamos lá, vamos começar. Afa e Sika have only one objective. Hurt the opponents, get the head. Tá, então em alguma parte do corpo a gente tem que deixar vermelho. Beleza. Perform 3 taunts of any type. Ok.
Sika taking out Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets
Dia
of
da mãe.
madmen. Ready to
Não
get
deixou eu
the tables
terminar.
and get downright savage. Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Afa and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
Prime example of working smarter, not harder. That's what I say.
Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match, the match
bosta.
the match they're synonymous with.
Or maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less.
Precisa pressa também, né?
They still need to brutalize their opponents because that's what they do best. But the last thing Afa and Sika want to do is rush head first into a table. After all, that's exactly how you lose. Oh my God!
Afa and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train, it's how they live in the Isle of Samoa.
No.
And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
What a reversal by Afa.
Just whipped into the
Viado.
table.
And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
Bubba isn't asking for a table tonight. He's giving it himself.
He took the worst of that impact.
Yeah, and this is the hostility Devon Dudley wanted to bring.
Up to the electric chair, down for the drop.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the
Oxi, o que foi isso?
TLC.
Travou.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans through a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further. The Fireman's carry.
Fireman carry just tossed him into the post. Looks like he has something planned with his table, guys.
Oh, no. Haymaker connects.
Devon has to avoid that kind of offense if he wants to be in this match.
Yeah, Afa put a little extra oomph into that one. A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans. Like they're part of a...
Take him! Axe handle from the middle rope.
Effective counter. Wards off that offense for Bubba.
And now Alpha is playing to the crowd.
He connects with a counter.
E aí, mano? O cara, do meu próprio time, irmão. Que foi isso?
That's not very feng shui. That definitely says more chaos to me.
I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale. Caught with that sharp elbow.
And Bubba Ray responds. What a clubbing blow to the back. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack the offensive creativity, they make up for blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. He's in a bit of agony now.
I think we're about to see a body go through a table real soon. Being set up in the corner for something.
Back elbow.
Did you see that?
At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks.
They have tried their hardest to avoid damage, but I think the table might be...
Tama.
Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley boys in there.
And here we go. And just like that, releasing their teammate from the hole.
Deu certo.
Stays off the flying. And he gets delivered back into the ring.
That misstep could have cost them this match entirely.
A hard landing for sure.
And what need is there to go looking under the apron?
Vamos lá. Tá.
Like this.
A steel chair? Something we all know can be a devastating weapon.
Caught with a punch. Smashing the face.
An apron headbutt to the floor.
Escapes out of that attack.
Tá me zoando.
He's looking for something. This could get dangerous. The Dudley boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be. Yeah, but...
There's only way. Tá.
What the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestler.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope.
Nothing pretty about that.
Went after the head and neck again.
Maybe trying to rattle the opposition's balance.
Fired hard into the corner. It crashes to the mat. And here we go, returning to the ring.
Headlock cinched in, just tossed their opponent.
Sent flying out of the ring here.
A bit of hot dogging from Devon.
Deixa eu ver qual que é o... Front slam, side kick.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Attacking the knee. Oh, jeez. Nasty kick to the face.
I think it's time to clear out.
Yeah, this is a...
Ah, velho, vai tomar no cu. Tem uma raiva a hora que isso acontece no jogo.
Be ready to evacuate, gentlemen.
He's got a plan for that table, and it did.
He's setting him up. Oh, no. This is going to be bad. Guys, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Wards that off. What a response.
The action is a little too close for my comfort. He wastes no time dodging the attack.
Elbow thrown to break up the maneuver. He takes hold.
Drives his opponent down with a Uranagi. He's doing some dangerous redecorating.
I think the table really ties it all together.
Whip back into the ring.
Trampling the opposition.
Climbing to the top rope here.
From way up.
Não! Não! Filha da puta.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise.
Oh boy, he is setting up the table, taking this to a whole nother level.
Oh no, he's in the line of danger now.
Straight impact on the Sika just
Tá,
beat
deu
the
certo.
Dudley boys at their own game.
Não era assim que eu queria terminar, mas deu certo. Nice, nice.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
Tá, bora pro próximo. Quem será agora?
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the promised land. He's violent. He's strong, he's fast, he's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tamatanga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility with Solo's rogue bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question. The future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over. and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the one-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0, which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him, issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, he'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
E NXT 2.0.
Here comes the
2.0. NXT 2.0. Ah, ó, skin antiga do Carmelo Hayes. Ah, da hora, velho. Ah, um trick lá. Ok.
What? This place is shaking!
We never thought we'd see Sikoa again.
Música antiga do Solo Sikoa. Skinzinha do Solo, muito foda também.
Now this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, I got next.
Eu sempre escolho as piores, né? Piores golpes.
Melo and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Melo-bration and getting really.
Ah, vai se fuder.
I would have never expected Sikoa to show up. He just joined the Bloodline on SmackDown and now he's in the main event of NXT.
Ah, ele completou pra mim sozinho. Trouxa.
Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Melo has the biggest crown and the heaviest head.
Melo has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's face to face with a man who has a seat at the biggest table in WWE. Both men have earned their status.
Caralho, mano. Carmelo é chatão.
Gotta be a tough situation for Carmelo Hayes here. He's up against an opponent he could never have
planned for.
No, but there's a clear strategy, Cole. Solo Sikoa has an injury to his left knee. Solo had a brutal Falls Count Anywhere match last month here in NXT, and he just faced Drew McIntyre on SmackDown just a few days ago. It's very unlikely that Solo's knee is 100% today. Melo needs to focus on further damaging that knee.
Man. You got to imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this match closely right now.
Oh, absolutely, Cole. We're talking about the man who has held the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship for 744 days. And the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, the Usos, who have held those titles for 422 days. Record-breaking reigns of both singles and tag team competition.
Calma que eu não terminei,
if Solo captures the North American title tonight, who knows how long he'll keep it. punch lands. Trading back
Toma.
and forth blows now. Boom. Slugging
Toma.
away with everything they've got. Looks like a hockey fight's just broken
Toma.
out. Two fighters putting their haymakers on
Toma.
autopilot right now. This is a war of attrition with neither superstar
Errei.
wanting to be the one who surrenders. Oh.
Errei.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
WWE Universe.
Toma.
appreciating these
Muito massa. Running attacks. Ok.
Takedown.
Let me
Nice.
point out that this is brutally unfair to the A-Champ. He prepared for Wes Lee or a night off. Now he's not.
Ah, tá. Tinha que ser
Sikoa set
de
toward the
ataque,
ropes, and Carmelo
não
Hayes
de grapple.
with a kick right to the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
And momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ. And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo
Vai, bobão.
standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick.
Look out! Look out below! That was
Caralho. Belo elbow drop. Ok. Tá. Reverter dois ataques e fazer uma submissão.
Thinking about a submission here, guys. Boston Crab cinched in.
And forcing a tap.
Trying to free himself, trips the ankle, and he's out. And kicks off his opponent.
Vamos pra dentro.
To the ring ASAP. The referee's not playing around. You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm over the last year.
Yeah, since the shift to NXT 2.0, Melo has spent over 9 months as NXT North American Champion over 2 very long reigns. And don't forget Solo. Over the last year, he's defeated. Blast off! Off the top rope.
Nossa, que bosta. Tá tudo errado. Massive running attack.
Sent into the corner.
Ooh, elbow
Tama.
strike.
Qual que é o... Tama.
Sikoa just absolutely laid waste to Melo. Can Solo win the
Tama.
Trick Williams cheering on Carmelo Hayes. You cannot
Tama.
deny the impact Trick has had since he joined his childhood friend's side. Yeah, that decision to bring Trick Williams into NXT 2. Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes.
Ah, acertei o corner dessa vez. Caralho.
Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. First 48. And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa, coming
Nice.
out for the win.
Foi?
Hayes kicks it too.
Ah. Achei que ele ia perder com esse...
Again on the apron. You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away. Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Nice.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes?
É só finalizar agora.
Carmelo is dazed.
Tá. Ok. Tá. É fazer o finisher. É o que eu queria mesmo.
Rearing way back. There's a Samoan spike.
Goes for the pin.
Challenger comes up big.
He was almost finished.
Ah, que filha da puta. Mano, por que ele não vem... com Samoa Spike de fábrica? De fábrica. Aquele que tem pinfall. Ah, vai se fuder.
Oh, not what Hayes intended. Oh, what a drop kick.
Boa.
Misses the target. Oh, look at this. Headbutt. Sikoa is going up top. From the top. Huge splash by Solo.
É isso.
We might see a new champion crown.
Por que o juiz tá tão lerdo pra contar? Nice.
Solo is your new champion. It is the...
Nice, nice.
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase, and these fantasy matchups like Alpha and Sika versus Bubba Ray and Diva. But, I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring.
Caralho.
Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Eu acho essa frase dele muito foda, tá? Tá, vamos passar, tranquilo no mamilo. Ó, a do Rollins vai ser a do Shield, não é? É, como eu imaginei. Então, será que tem a câmera em terceira pessoa com ele também? Vamos ver. Ah, ó, unavailable. Por causa do estilo da entrada.
You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody.
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these introductions.
Beleza.
Bell rings and the WWE Universal titles on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion,
okay.
He's been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the tribal chief never truly recovered from that night. Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the tribal chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Merda, mas que merda, meu.
Reigns cuts him off.
Toma, bica na testa.
We're gonna free the arm and does just that.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside. It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on.
Essa é uma animação que eu vi poucas vezes. Do cara jogar pro lado ali e tal. Tama.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client.
Porra, o corpo do infeliz já tá.
Right onto the target outside. That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
Que gay!
From behind, back suplex.
Seu merda.
thrown back into the ring.
Deadlifted clean off of the mat.
Caralho, mano.
Going after his
A
core,
força desse filho da puta. Ah, não é
Reigns
possível.
comes up short on that attack.
Schoolboy into the pin.
Yeah, that was clearly a rope break. He's able to reverse it.
Kick to the gut. And a big right hand.
Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless.
Enough already.
Seth retaliates.
Uh-oh. I wouldn't be getting up if I were him. Rollins lining up. Massive miscalculation on that one. The stop has been so effective.
Tá. Powerbomb carry tá 2 vezes. Hurt him. Barricade.
For Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the...
Slugging it
Tá,
out
mano.
toe-to-toe now.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up. Ooh! What a headbutt.
Caralho.
Vicious.
Fui bom agora, fui bom agora.
Got them off their feet here. All the way down. The champ probably hoping
Power
that
bomb.
emphatic attacks like that will keep them in control here. Launched right out of the ring. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never... If this lands, it's over. All the way to the outside. That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
Seth Rollins just sitting back and degrading his opponent.
Ah, não.
Rollins in complete control.
Lift off. 5-star.
Filho da puta.
Seth with a big move there. The title is within reach. Better hold up on the victory parade.
Kick gets caught.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half.
Ah, mano, não é possível.
Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena.
Olha isso, irmão.
Bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium
Tama.
match in his career.
Cara
He
chato.
successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in
Tama.
2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist of the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania.
Vem cá.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would
Claro
go
que ele
town to
escapava,
town
hein?
and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Ah, tinha que ser no ringue.
He's got to make some moves here or suffer the countout.
Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
Rollins with a super kick after the schoolboy. My goodness.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and Reigns wins it.
Chance to retain here. The champ might have put this one to bed.
They head to the table, and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing.
He gets sent straight down to the floor.
Tá. Tem que arremessar ele para
Needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Roman had that scouted.
para Steel Steps aqui também. É claro que ele ia escapar, né?
He's got a mind to count out rules as he heads ringside.
Big boot. Vicious. Oh, no. They're coming this way.
De novo, irmão! Pelo amor de Deus, esse cara. Mano, que cara chato, velho. O Rollins é muito chato, irmão.
He's waiting for him to rise to deliver something up high.
Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
I don't care how tough you are. Hitting the floor from that height has got to hurt.
Face first.
Gosh.
Tá. Ok.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
He's slow to get up and unaware of the massive target on his back.
Earth-shaking power slam.
Splash.
Look at the power. A textbook scoop slam. Nicely done.
Reigns just imposing his will right now.
É gay. Perdão, perdão.
Catches the kick.
Tama.
Oh, Roman Reigns locked and loaded, measuring his opponent. Here we go.
Ooh, caught with a knee to the mush.
Não, não é possível que eu fiz isso tudo pra perder. Cara, que filha da puta, irmão. Mano, vai se fuder, velho. Que cara viado, mano. Pelo amor de Deus, irmão.
Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the tribal chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Boot right to the throat. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way.
Ties the ropes to force a break.
Oxe, rope break? Ah, tá meu
You
pé.
need to know where you are at all times.
Oh, that didn't go as Seth designed.
Vicious, just disrespectful. But this could also light a fire under you, make you fight even harder.
Ah, meu Deus do céu. Era pra correr na corda, irmão.
Just to the outside.
Threw caution to the wind, and it paid off big time.
Just grounded and pounded. And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Turns it around.
Caralho, velho. É o reversal do reversal.
Rollins lining up.
Oh, missed connection.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind up high.
Oh, ended up getting caught up in the air. Gets slammed down.
And now placed in the corner.
Ah, não.
Ooh, he fends that off. Oh. Oof. Ooh. Out on the apron.
Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad.
Nasty. The hardest part of the ring. Came down hard, and that could prove to be a game-changing moment in the champion's favor.
Claro que ele escapou. Mano, o Rollins é muito chato.
Single leg drop kick caught him.
Reigns averts the attack.
De novo, irmão. Caralho.
Both competitors showing
Muito
they've studied
chato.
the other's playbooks to the team.
Tama.
Oh no. He is donning the crimson mask. What a callous attack.
Cara chato, irmão. Olha isso, velho. Só esquiva esse merda.
Find some payback with their own reversal.
Esquiva agora, seu porra.
Your shield gear, you want to play mind games with the head of the table set? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the tribal chief.
Eu falei zoando, não é pra você esquivar, não.
Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Escapou.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over. That it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
Taking things to the
Aproveitar, né?
outside, but gotta make sure to heed the
Aproveitar que ele
official's
tá
count.
aqui.
Sit straight into the barricade.
Nossa, a população. População.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a
não,
loyal
Reigns.
man,
Tanto
a
jeito
family
rápido
man.
de você
What Seth
subir, você
Rollins
escolhe o
did to his
pior.
family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Picked up and being carried around now. And Reigns got turned around there. What a reversal.
Ah, não.
Cover for the championship.
Definitely
Vou escapar porque vai dar
He
ruim.
must have something else planned.
Superman punch from Reigns. Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns
Tama.
can finally overcome his former Shield brother. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without...
This might be it. The champ might keep it here.
Calma. Ah, tá.
This isn't good.
Outside.
He's got bad things in mind.
Puta merda, é outside. Não.
Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in.
Vem cá logo. Vem cá logo, Rollins.
Rollins up the turnbuckle from the top. Through the air.
Não.
Completely throwing
Não, por favor.
out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even
Não,
think
não vai
about
dar,
doing
não
that.
vai dar. Filha da puta! Manos, enfim. A gente vai ter que tentar essa luta aí no próximo vídeo, porque não vai dar não. Tamo junto, falou. É nóis.